Hi Nuruddin. Hi Ahmad Muaz. Hi Intan Safwa, Mawar, Nurin, Shafika, Wan Sofia. Hi. Sulaika. Ishraf. Mesti tak nama Ishraf. Ishraf. Hi Ishraf. Nur Hafiza. Oh, Nur Hafiza Hafiza. You look pretty today, Miss. Ah, thank you. I think my mascara masuk mata gatal. Macam gatal mata I. Okay. Let's start, yeah? All right. So, hi everybody. I think there's something in my eyes. Hi everybody. Welcome to our first live official class. So last week we had a class on WhatsApp. So today is the first time that we're having a live class, live on YouTube, kan ke last kau charities. Okay, first things first. I tak tahu lah if it's because of the hujan ke, if it's because of my internet connection, I tak tahu. But since yesterday, apa benda pun ada masuk WhatsApp ni. Okay, but since yesterday, there's something wrong with my internet connection. So I've been going on and off. So the students cakap I lag, macam my video is lagging. So let me know kalau I'm lagging ke or whatever ke, okay? Alright, so today we are going to discuss the assessments. If you take a look at your WhatsApp group, are you in the WhatsApp group? Do you have? If you take a look at your WhatsApp group, you will see that you have banyak bercakap non-stop. Okay, exercise. You will see that you have kejap. Hold on. Apa brand apa format RTF? RTF ni format apa? RTF, PDF. Buatnya. Oh, RTF. Kau tak pernah dengar ni. Okay. If you take a look at your WhatsApp group, you will see that you have 4 assessments that you have to do for this SEM. The assessments are very easy. You tutup mata or you do your assessment pun, insyaAllah you will pass and get an A, insyaAllah. Okay, it's very easy. So, are you at the WhatsApp? I hope you are. We're going to switch on that sini. Okay, so if you take a look at your WhatsApp, you will see that I've explained kan last week juga kan, the class was very brief. You have workplace simulation, discussion observation / I call it a meeting because it's too long, and then you have written presentation / email, I call it email because it's too long, and then you have video critique. Okay, week bila buat tu you can see dekat the gambar I sent, right? Okay, but kenapa buat sangat? Okay, but if you take a look at the course info yang I bagi, you can see that most assessments are macam ni, week 6 and week 7, berapa yang berapa, meaning that we try to finish as many as we can in the first week, and then the week seterusnya kita buat yang tak sempat siap. So itu adalah perjalanan kenapa dia tulis week 6 dan week 7. Okay, for example, simulation week 6 kan, so katalah you all ada 20, how many people in this class? How many people? This is 4G. 4G, how many people? Many people? Okay, For G, 26 people. So workplace simulation is a pair, 13 orang. So let's say, for example, 7 group will manage to do in week 6. And then the rest of you all, yes, thank you, Mawar Diana. The rest yang 6 kumpulan lagi tu will do it in week 7. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the flow. For all assessments, bukan all assessments. All the live assessments will be done live. Assessment 1, assessment 2, and assessment 4 will be done live. It is a presentation that you have to do live dekat Google Meet. Okay, you have to do it dekat Google Meet. Yeah. Video critic, workplace simulation dengan discussion, observation, meeting. Benda-benda ni, these 3 assessments will be done live on Google Meet. Okay. How it's going to happen is that I will call you in the WhatsApp group. I akan cakap, okay, group 1 come in. Okay, next group 2 come in. So you have to be very alert with your WhatsApp. And then only come in bila I panggil you. Okay. Kecuali for the video critic. Video critic tu semua orang masuk sekali pun tak apalah. Malas nak panggil-panggil. Which reminds me to kena dapat lah. Video critic tu, everybody will be in. I terus next because I want to do it fast. But for the rest of the presentation, it'll be okay. First group come in, second group come in. Why? Because you ada benda you kena baca lah. Okay, so I will call you. You masuk Google Meet. Once you're done, you can leave. The next group will come in. How you know? I will notify in the WhatsApp. Okay. If you are clear, you can hear me. My line is not lagging. My internet is not lagging. Everything is clear. Please type the word pembaris in the chat section. Jatuh pen aku. Type the word pembaris in the chat section. Pembaris. If tak ada issue. Pembaris. So cute. Pembaris emoji. Okay. Thank you. Yes. So let's first talk about workplace simulation. Workplace simulation, tak nak campur-campur. Workplace simulation and video critic adalah a pair work. So there are 36 of you, which means that we will have 13 pairs. So kejap lagi or tomorrow ke bila ke, I will give you a Google Sheet link and you will sign up for your pair. You don't have to give me the nama tu dan tu hari ni juga. No. But as soon as you dah dapat who's going to be your pair, fill it up lah dekat the Google Sheet. Okay. My suggestion, my paksaan, my demand is that the video critic and the workplace simulation, you guys use the same pair. Jangan ubah-ubah the people in the pair. Maintain the same pair. Unless you all bergaduh tengah jalan and then suddenly tak nak kawan, follow sana, follow sini, then that's a different story. But kalau boleh, maintain the same pair for video critic and workplace simulation. Okay. Now, discussion observation meeting tu is a group work. The meeting will be done in a group of 4 to 5 people. Because your number is a bit weird, susah nak dapat number yang tepat kan, tapi jadinya ia akan jadi some groups will be with 4 people, some group will be with 5 people. So again, I will give you this Google Sheet link that you will sign up. I don't need dan tu juga, but I do want it as soon as you have identified the people you want to work with. Okay? Pembaris is pembaris. Ruler. Oh, Nuri, ruler. Okay. That is the group work. Now, last but not least, your email. Email is an individual. Okay. Email is an individual work. So that one is not a live assessment. That one is an assessment where you tulis tangan ke or tulis using Microsoft Word ke whatever ke, and then you will convert that file to PDF and upload to my Google Drive. Okay, so 2 pair work, 1 group work, and 1 individual. Right, so let's now focus on workplace simulation. Workplace simulation will be done in week 6 and week 7. So I tak akan bagi turn, I think I've mentioned but I tak ingat. I tak akan bagi turn a few days before or a few hours before or a few weeks before. Okay, group ni sekian-sekian present with 6. Group ni sekian-sekian present with 7. I will not do that. I will just give number je. Okay, group 1 sampai kata 13. And then I'll give you a few seconds or a few minutes before class because I want everybody to be ready. So katalah macam kita sempat buat 8 groups sekali that day, then kita can buat 8 groups lah. Okay, I malas nak macam, nak ada. I will do as many as we can and then cepatkan habis. So you just have to be ready je. Okay? Alright? So workplace simulation is, it's going to be like this. This is the flow, yeah? I'm going to call you. Okay, group 1, you can come in now. So you will come in. You will come into the Google Meet. When you go into the Google Meet, you will see my screen. I'll be sharing a screen lah. The screen I share, the soalan of the kejap. Angin. Puasa tapi puasa. Okay, so the Google Meet punya screen tu yang I share tu will be the question of your workplace simulation. So you and your pair will come in and you will read the question. Baca, then I'll ask you if you have any questions, you understand the question ke apa ke, okay lah, tak ada masalah because the question is quite easy. And then I will say, now please set your timer to 3 minutes, okay, because you will start to discuss lah. So you get 3 minutes to discuss ni. Discuss ni bukan buat presentation, but discuss ni is to prepare. You get 3 minutes, so you and your partner use these 3 minutes to prepare for the presentation. So during this preparation, tulislah notes, tulis dia punya notes, buat dia punya rangka cerita, who's going to do what, how's going to end, semua rangka dia cerita. You don't have to write. People, students tend to like writing scripts. They tend to write scripts. So when you write scripts, it's gonna take more than 3 minutes, so it's not enough. So don't use the 3 minutes to write a script. Use the 3 minutes to rangka your cerita. Okay? So you have 3 minutes to discuss. The discussion should be done live. It should be done masa you all kat Google Meet dengan I. Okay? So you should be switching on your cameras and switching on your mic during the discussion. I need to see, I need to hear, and have a look at your discussion. However, even though you are discussing in front of me, I do allow for the discussion to be done in whatever language that you want. Let's say you want to discuss in English or bahasa Malaysia, or you're very fluent in Korean and you want to discuss in Korea pun boleh. If you want to use your own accent or dialect, contohnya you ada Kelantan punya accent, you nak discuss bahasa Kelantan mu, nak discuss dua dengan gewemu kecek Kelantan, discuss tu. Okay, boleh. I'm not orang Kelantan, I hope that is right. Sama macam Minah Siam berlaku ni kan. Or you want to discuss in bahasa utara, you want to go, hampa tak tahu dah aku ni kan, aku nak jadi actor, aku minat atau apa boleh. Okay, preparation tu. Okay, however, once your 3 minutes is up and I say, you have to start the presentation. Now you have 8 minutes to do the presentation. Masa tu you should only use English. The presentation will be 8 minutes and 8 minutes maximum, and you will have to use English. Okay, now how do you know your time? I paksa my students to switch on, pergi to your timer and set the time. So when you present, have your timer next to you. Mana dia timer aku? Macam tu. Have it next to you. Okay? Have it next to you macam tu, so that you can, it's like just right next, so you can look at it. So you know what time, what is the duration, dah tahu pukul berapa dah sekarang kan. Okay, so make sure that your timer is on. Now I say 8 minutes maximum, meaning after je 8 minutes tu, I straight away say, okay, stop, time's up, next group. Even though you haven't finished, even though you haven't concluded, even though you tengah-tengah baru kat introduction ke lah pun kan, I still say, time's up, next group. I will not wait. So maximum memang 8 minutes. So you have to make sure that your timer is with you lah. Okay? Because I say it's 8 minutes maximum, some students macam rasa okay nak buat pendek je lah. So dia punya 5 minit dan dah habis. Janganlah 5 minit. Paling-paling busuk pun 7 minutes lah. 6 minutes 50 seconds tu okay. Right? 7 minutes-ish, then it's fine. 8 minutes memang maximum. Okay? That will be the flow. So once the 8 minutes is up, I will say, okay, time is up. Then you will have to leave. Itu dia punya flow of the assessment. So before I move on to the content, do you have any questions about the flow of the assessments? If you have any question, you type the question. If you don't have any questions, type the word teddy bear. If you don't have any questions, type the word teddy bear. Teddy bear. I'm a gummy bear. I'm a gummy bear. Teddy bear. Thank you, Amira, for typing teddy bear. Teddy bear, Nurin. So cute. Teddy bear. Oh, Nurin dengan adik main emoji. Teddy bear like sweet burger. Okay, now that is the flow, okay? Now let's talk about the content. Korang faham kan? Tadi soalan ni bagus, betul. Okay, now let's talk about the content. Workplace simulation ni, ELC 640 ni is about professional English for professional interaction or communication. It's to prepare you for the working world, for the interaction, how you should interact, how you should communicate in the working world. So workplace simulation, the first assessment is about that. It's about, of course, semua assessment was about that lah, pasal communication in the workplace kan. So the content of workplace simulation is they will give you a situation apa yang mungkin bakal could happen in the workplace yang memang terjadi pun sebenarnya in the workplace, and how you should react, what you should do in that situation, what's going to happen, apa, you know, what are the things that you should talk about if that situation should arise. So for example, an example of a situation would be contohnya you are at the you are okay, you are in the office pantry, and then your colleague comes in crying, saying that someone stole her idea for the project. So suggest ways for her to confront the pencuri. Itu je lah situation dia. Nak fikir situation okay? So that would be an example of a situation. Or you are a new staff. You are sitting alone in your cubicle, and a group of colleagues and a group of girls, your colleagues come and invite you for lunch, but you don't feel like it because you want to finish your work. Act out a scene where you try to get out of the invitation without offending anybody. Macam tu. Those would be the kind of situations that they would give in the question paper. So quite easy, right? Because these are the things that happen in real life, but they need to see how you're going to react. Macam tu lah. Okay? Now, the key component is, of course, the language, because it's an English class, kan? And then, of course, language is communication. Communication is a language. So, nak tengok you punya how, in the words that you use, how you nak jaga, your body language, your gestures, semua lah. So, this is very important that during the presentation, you switch on your mic, you switch on your camera, you can see your faces, you can hear your voices, your facial gestures, body gestures, facial expressions, hand gestures, semua tu boleh tengok. Okay? So, that is the content of workplace simulation. Any questions so far? Kalau tak ada question, please type the word highlighter. Type the word highlighter. Kalau tak ada question and you want me to move on, type the word highlighter. Highlighter. Senangnya korang ni semua faham. Bagus. Macam aku buat macam mikrofon pula. Hello. I saw on IG my friend shared. So this girl, she was driving dekat Beverly Hills pakai mikrofon yang, you know, yang Bluetooth microphone. She was saying, okay, any sugar daddies here, please show yourself, please reveal yourself, I want a sugar daddy. So funny. Senang dulu kau. Tapi haircut colour hijau, bukan colour merah kan. Is there any content? Oh yes, I terlupa. Yes, there is a structure. Content macam cakap tu, the content will be given on the day of the test lah kan. You get it in your question paper. The structure, I forgot. Good. Yelah kerana pukul 6 petang kan, mau ingat lah kan. Okay, the structure of course. Like in any other thing that we do, everything has a structure, right? So for the workplace simulation, of course, ada structure. So these are the 5 steps that you need to do in order to score. Okay, first you have to have your introduction. Now introduction ni you have to introduce who you are and where you are. Bukannya cara dia macam ni, hi miss, we are two colleagues, we are sitting in a lobby. That's not how you introduce. Workplace simulation is where you have to do a simulation to berlakon. You have to simulate the situation. You have to act out the situation. Kena berlakon. So kalau we talk about berlakon kan, kita mana nampak, we never see like Fatah Amin going to the camera and saying kan, hi, saya Fatah Amin, saya akan jadi Tengku Firdaus Marzuki dari Bergah Holdings, hero anda. Mana ada? Tak ada. They don't go to the camera and say that, right? What they do is they terus je berlakon. From there you can guess, oh mamat ni dekat UK, mamat ni anak Tan Sri, mamat ni hero, oh mamat ni mesti anak Bergah Holdings. Tiba je jalan-jalan ada bendera Bergah Holding kat belakang, you know. So that's how you act out who you are, where you are, and whatever the situation is lah. You don't say it, you have to act it out. Because tajuk dia adalah workplace simulation, you have to simulate the workplace punya scene. Okay, kena berlakon. So then after the introduction, you have to have your apa nama benda tu, small talk. You have to have small talk. Small talk tu apa? Go Google. Abang nak terangkan lagi. You have to have a small talk. Wajib small talk. Dia akan ada marks for small talk. You kena ada small talk. No matter apa situation dia, you must have a small talk. Believe me, small talk ni dekat workplace, kat you punya workplace environment is very important, very helpful. Dia sangat membantu in a lot of things. So you need to know how the art of small talk. Perbualan kecil. Apa perbualan kecil? Macam kita berbual kecil. Oh, hi John. Hai Abang Muaz, itu bukan small talk. Itu macam kau attack dia. Kau tak pandai. Akhirnya ada problem dengan Excel kan? Bukan small talk. Itu macam, aku kena attack. Mana kau tahu aku tak pandai Excel? Muaz ni ganas. Kau ni memang savage betul. John, kau ada problem dengan Excel kan? Kau memang itu bukan small talk bro. Itu attack. Nanti kau baca. Kan ganas amat Muaz ni. Next tu. Nanti you Google lah tengok macam mana buat small talk tu. But I'll go into detail nanti lah. But ini macam just nak discuss in general. So malas lah kan. If you want to know, go to Google. Ahmad Muaz tu dia bukan small talk lah. Dia macam attack. So, kau tak pandai kan. Kau yalah. Okay. So introduction, small talk. Next. This is the discussion. So you katalah the soalan say discuss ways to avoid this problem. Now discuss lah ways dia. So discuss. Or discuss or suggest ways to overcome this problem. Or suggest ways to confront this person. Whatever yang dia akan bagi in the question, and you will have to do it. And then once you have done the discussion, you have to have your solution. Mesti kena ada solution. Okay lah, aku rasa aku nak sekian lah ni sebab cara ni. Once you have done the solution, you must have your conclusion. Conclusion is the final step. Now conclusion ni bukan azan. Sekejap kita bagi azan habis sekejap tau. Sekejap je. Azan belakang. I don't feel good talking with azan. Okay, hi guys. Are you guys here? Sorry, just now tak adalah sorry pun. Dia azan. Are you guys still here? Hello, hello. Are you guys still here? Adakah anda di sini? Ataupun tiada? Yep. Hi Muaz. Okay. Tadi kita cerita apa? Pasal workplace simulation kan? Oh, last part. The last part. I think I was at the last part. But I said, kalau workplace simulation tu, the last step or the last structure dia would be conclusion. So, in conclusion, bukanlah you macam cakap in conclusion macam tu. You have to end the conversation, end the situation. How? In real life, macam kita nak say bye-bye. Kita tengah-tengah cakap ni. How do we end? Akan kita cakap, guys, time is up. Sebab ni saya dah cakap presentation ni 20 minit je. Janganlah macam tu. Do lah macam, okay lah, I have to go because I have a meeting after this. Ataupun I have to go, my husband ni say, oh, I have to go, my boyfriend ni say, oh, I have to go, my fiance. He say, oh, my scandal, Prince Martin is here, so I have to go. Nice picking me of our dinner date. Yeah, you have to find a way to end the conversation without saying that this is the end. Macam tu lah, macam introduction tu. You have to do the introduction without saying this is the introduction. Or you can say, okay, let's go, our Grab driver is here, let's go to our lunch place. Macam tu, okay? So it should be something like that. So introduction, small talk, discussion of your cerita, the content, solution, and conclusion. All right, any other questions? Any other question? Bagus juga soalan title lupa. Padahal benda tu lah paling penting yang discuss kan. Mak lupanya. Soalan dua. No question? No. Crystal clear. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Now let's move on to the second assessment, which is the discussion observation / meeting. Nama glamour dia is a discussion observation because I can observe you guys discussing. Tapi nama pendek dia adalah meeting. You guys have to do a meeting. So the same concept, the same format macam your workplace simulation. I will call you and then baru you masuk into the Google Meet and then you get time to prepare 5 minutes and then you get time to present 20 minutes. Itu je lah. Okay. So the flow is sama. I takkan bagi the turn awal-awal and then kita do as many groups as we can. Okay. But the content is of course different lah. So discussion, I susah nak sebut the meeting, okay, the content of the meeting is just like a meeting, okay, you have to do a meeting. So because it's a meeting, you will have, of course, the leader of the group. So the leader of the group ni will be the chairperson of the meeting, yang the person who will start the meeting and the person who will end the meeting. So of course it's the same method. You have to have an introduction where the chairperson greets everybody and then you have to have, okay, the agenda of today is blah 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 blah. And then whatever the solution during the agenda 1, discuss solution. Agenda 2, discuss solution. Agenda 3, discuss solution. And then the chairperson will conclude the meeting. Okay, and then it's done. So the content would be something like your company is organizing a fundraising activity for the anak-anak yatim for Hari Raya tahun 2022. So discuss the details of the event. So dia akan, in the question yang bestnya, the question paper will give you points to discuss. You need to discuss point number 1, venue. Point number 2, objective. Point number 3, committee. Contoh point number 4, fundraising strategies. So they will give you points. So because you are in a group of 4 people or 5, each one will get 1 point to discuss. So this person yang, katalah Ali, dia punya first point adalah the first bullet. So dia kena discuss bentuk. So because it's a discussion, right? Contoh lah, it's the date. So you have to discuss the date of a certain event. So you, kalau selalunya, kalau sudah pemalas, okay, so the event will be on the 18th of March. Okay, everybody agree. Itu bukan discussion. It should be discussion. So kena ada agree, disagree. Alah, ada one person say 18 March ke? Alamak, 18 March is my birthday. Tak boleh. 18 March is the CEO's birthday. He's planning to do a birthday party and inviting everyone from our company to the hotel, blah, blah, blah. I think we have to change the date. Okay, what about 20th of March? Okay, 20th of March seems good. It's a raya holiday, blah, blah, blah. You have to discuss tau. Each point yang given tu korang kena discuss. You can't just say the point, say solution, done. Cannot. You have to say, I agree with you because, however, I disagree with you because, blah, blah, blah. I suggest because, you have to discuss. IDK is it only me? Alah. Cannot hear Lah, tadi ada problem juga. Okay, what was the last thing that you dengar? With it is okay but cannot hear. We cannot hear you clearly. Okay. Sorry. Now. What was the last thing you dengar? We need to discuss. Ni comel lah. Cannot I'm like a broken radio. Okay. Now can hear? Can you hear me now? Nak nyanyi lagu apa? Sepohon kayu daunnya rimbun, lebat buahnya serta bunganya. Can you hear me? Walaupun hidup 1000 tahun, kalau tak sembayang, apa gunanya? Okay, dengar. Bagus. I can you. Mine is okay already. Walaupun hidup 1000 tahun, kalau tak sembayang, apa gunanya? Sepohon kayu. Okay, good. Yay, semua orang boleh dengar. I cannot. Alamak. Shazana, exit, come back. Okay, after we join. Cuba exit and come back. Nyanyi lagu. Apa lagu ni? I can hear you, Miss. Miss, apa Aizal? Kau kenapa nangis? Nyanyi lagu apa? Siapalah aku ini untuk okay dah. Okay di Shazana. Anak baru nak nyanyi lagu Aziz. Memintal buih yang memutih menjadi a big fan of One Direction. I don't know One Direction song. Apa lagu lah? Apa lagu One Direction? I tak minat sangat. Every time never there to overdrive front of a project generation over ya. That's what makes you beautiful. Okay, walaupun I tak tahu lirik dia punya bunyi lah kan. Good vocal miss. Habis korang tak dengar, aku nyanyi lah bagi korang dengar. It makes you beautiful. Buka lirik kan. Lepas tu One Direction pun tengok I punya live video. Lepas tu dia pun ajak I pergi datang show dia. Dia aku nyanyi kat situ. Glamour maknya. Just because mengajar budak medik. Because of Aizal who likes One Direction. Okay dah. So balik kepada CEO punya birthday tu. Because this meeting is called this Hafizan Alam. Kenapa kau adapt di situ dengan itik tu? Okay. Because this assessment is called discussion observation, right? So that means you kena discuss, yeah? Okay, like I said tadi CEO punya birthday tu is when somebody propose a date for the event, for example. So janganlah semua agree, kena ada discussion. I don't agree with this date because, alamak, this date cannot because I agree with this date because whatever. And then the second point pula, cerita pasal venue. Okay, now let's talk about second agenda, which is the venue for this event. Okay, I'm going to pass this discussion to contoh to Mawar Dayana. So my wife pun cakap, okay, because we have decided that we are thinking about, not decided, we're thinking about doing the event dekat dekat Eiffel Tower. Contoh, kau nak ketawa je. We're thinking about doing the event dekat Eiffel Tower. So, and then discuss, oh, but Eiffel Tower is too far away. But then our company is very rich. We have a lot of money to fund our staff to go to Eiffel Tower. Oh, but I suggest we could just go to Penang. Oh, Penang should just discuss. So every point you must discuss. You can't just say a point and end it there. Okay, berangin lah. Banyak bercakap bila bulan puasa dia berangin. Dia pecah di mulut, jangan pecah di mulut. Tak habis saya cakap. Okay. So you have to discuss every point. And then once you have finished all the points that you have to discuss, the chairperson will end the meeting. Now, it's very important for you that you switch on your timer. The chairperson will have to look at the timer constantly. Tapi bukan dia seorang je. It is not his or her job. Semua orang kena be responsible of looking at the timer. Okay? Tapi the chairperson ada a slightly more judge. Dia kena macam selalu tengok dan cakap, okay guys, we're almost at the end. And you have to end the meeting. Of course, you have to end the meeting. We have to end this meeting because, for example, this room is booked after this, so we need to end it soon or something like that. Okay, let's just wrap this meeting up. Okay, these are the summary of the Okay, thank you everybody for joining this meeting. Goodbye. Okay, so you can either choose to do this meeting online, or you can either choose to do this meeting in real life after you. Cumanya it will be conducted online. So konon-konon korang buat meeting live, korang buatlah gambar tu. Konon-konon lah. Korang berada di Starbucks lah contoh. Contoh belakang semua ni berbackgroundkan Starbucks. Tapi background je lah. Bendanya online. Macam tu. Okay? Okay. Once your 20 minutes is up, I will say, okay, 20 minutes is up, but don't leave the Google Meet yet. I will say jangan leave. Kenapa? Because I will straight away give your third assessment. The second assessment dengan your third assessment is a kesinambungan. They're the same thing but slightly different, but they're the same thing just slightly different. Kesinambungan. From here to here. So don't leave yet after you have finished 20 minutes. Stay there because I will show you your meeting, your email punya soalan. Okay, before I go on to the email, any question about the meeting? I don't know. Beautiful. Any question about the meeting? I'm like a broken radio still. Buka file. Open. So far, okay. Yeah, okay by the meeting. Okay, let's just wait for Nani. Ibrahim, he understood. Your question is great. Okay, now let's go to the email writing. The email writing is a very easy assessment, of course. Like I said, this is a course where you can just close your eyes and score an A, inshallah. Okay, the email writing is a kesinambungan of the second assessment, which is the meeting. So whatever is the outcome, the content, the objective you guys have discussed in the meeting kat sini will be brought into your third assessment, which is the email. So the content of the email adalah the content of the meeting tadi ni. Okay, so the question of the email will be something like this. Let me read. Write an email of about 200 words to your supervisor ke, manager ke, HOD ke, siapa-siapa, they will give you, summarizing the key decisions based on the 4 aspects of your discussion. So tadi punya aspects tu, bawa lah ke dalam email tu. Okay, so during your meeting tadi, you have to, ni wajib, you have to take notes. So either you use a pen and paper and you tulis note tu, or you can write note in Microsoft Word, or you can use whatever lah your phone punya app ke, as long as ada notes. These notes yang outcome of your discussion of the meeting tadi tu will have to be submitted together with your email. So it'll be together in the email. Kalau tak ada note ni, tak ada markah. Okay, you have to have the notes in order for me to check your email. So how do you send the email? Okay, the email is an individual work. It is done right after your second assessment. You have like 30 minutes to do and complete the email. Because it's just an email, very cepat kan. Okay? You will not, jangan, tidak ya, tidak. No, jangan send I an email. Jangan tulis hantar email betul-betul. No. You can either tulis the email pakai tangan atau kertas dengan pen, buatlah kotak, tulis subject, tulis to, apa benda lah, segala-gala yang assign, or you can use Microsoft Word. Make sure that it follows the format of an email. Dia ada subject, dia ada apa benda semua kan, ada ruangan for your content, blah blah blah. And then katalah you use Microsoft Word, right? So the first page is the email. It's just about half a page lah. Email je, bukan karangan cerita-cerita. Email one page to half a page. Half a page to one page. Dia pendek kan email kan. Half tu kalau you macam tap lah, enter lah, tulis point-point lah kan. And then the next page would be your gambar of your note. So that's why wajib kena ada note tu. Note tu is very important, very crucial in this email writing. So I need to see the notes. If your tulisan is very cakap ayam, on that day, please make sure your tulisan is not cakap ayam. Make sure I can read. If you're writing on Google Doc or Microsoft Word or your phone, then it's fine. But as long as ada notes that you have to submit together with the email, then it should be fine. Okay? So mesti kena ada the email and the note. So the format for the email adalah, well, there's actually no rigid or no specific format, as long as ada benda-benda macam tajuk, salutation, say goodbye, apa benda. But we will discuss in detail nantilah. Cuma secara general, that's how it looks like. It's just like an email. And then dia ada like email, so it's not a karangan. Good, Ibrahim. I'll talk about this in a few seconds, okay? So whatever the points that you have discussed tadi in your meeting, of course, you'll be putting it in your email card because you guys are of the same company, the same organization. However, although your points are the same, the content, the way you write, your language, your sentence structure, your your cara penulisan, it has to be different. You cannot copy paste kawan you punya email lah. Of course, the content akan sama, but the cerita, how you write the email is going to be different because this is an individual work. Katalah I see an email and there's another person yang sama je email dia, meaning korang dua ni copy paste je, automatically that whole group will get a 0. Automatic. Sebab I malas nak tanya, I malas nak siasat, I malas nak tanya, Nurin tiru Zulaikha ke tak? Bukan, I tak tiru Zulaikha, tapi Sofia yang tiru I. Betul Sofia kata bukan Ibrahim yang minta dia nak tiru semua tak mengaku. Siapa backup mengaku kan? I malas tanya. So when I see anybody yang macam sama, similar, memang sama ni kita talking about the sama, ramai korang copy paste sebab malas, then the whole group gets a 0, adil dan saksama kan. Nurin kena. Sabar je lah. Okay? But that's how it's gonna be. Although the points, of course, will be the same, the way you write, your sentence structure, your flow of the writing, of course, will be different kan, because you are writing in your own style and he is writing in his own style. Semua boleh sama. Okay? So you get 30 minutes to do it. Kena habis je you punya ni terus buat. Tetapi katalah contoh macam kelas habis pukul 6 kan. And then contoh you have a class after this ke, which you don't. Then we can postpone. Or katalah macam pukul 6 tu you tengah rushing nak apa-apa ke, then we'll discuss lah. But ideally it's 30 minutes after your meeting tu terus kena submit. Okay, submit dekat Google Drive and I want it in PDF kalau boleh. Kalau tak boleh nanti kita discuss kemudian. But that's how the email is going to be like. There's no specific format template nak buat email. Tak ada, email kan berbeza-beza. As long as I can see the way you write, I can see your language. Of course, because this is a language course kan, to see how you use the language officially, formally, professionally macam tu. And then insyaAllah build marks lah yang bagus. Okay, any questions about the email so far? Any question? If you don't have any questions and you want me to move on to the next assessment, please type the word glue in the chat section. Oh, which email do we use? You don't use any email. You guna Microsoft Word je. Jangan hantar email ke I do not want an email from you guys. I want it in the form of Microsoft Word that has been converted to PDF that will be submitted in my Google Drive. I'll give you a Google Drive link and you will submit dekat Google Drive. Do not send me email. It will spam my inbox and I will not know this email belongs to who. So do not send me an email. You are sending me a mock email in the form of a PDF. Okay? Nanti dah nak dekat-dekat the test, I will show you lah macam mana rupa dia apa benda. But this is just a general discussion about the assessments. If you don't have any question and you want me to move on, you can type the word glue in the chat section. Hari ni I tak pakai my moisturizer for my nails. I like this one. Okay, thank you very much. Now let's move on to the final and the last assessment, which is the video critic. Like the name, nama dia video critic. All you have to do adalah you have to choose a video and you have to critique the video. Simple? Simple. It's a pair work. So the same pair yang buat workplace simulation ni will be doing, will be in, the same pair in the workplace simulation will be the same pair for video critique. Yeah. Okay, this video critique ni is a presentation that will be done live also on Google Meet. I can't remember duration ada kat gambar tu, but I think it's about maybe 8 minutes, 7 minutes. I tak ingat. Each group, bukan per person ya, each group. It's not a per person punya presentation, it's a per group. So katalah, it's there, my hands are oily. So katalah it's 8 minutes per group. So that means like 4 minutes per person. Okay. So you have to do a presentation on about a video that you watch and you have to critique the video. Okay. What about the video? Okay. You have to choose either a movie ke atau a TV series ke atau a cartoon show ke ataupun a YouTube punya video ke that is related to work. It doesn't have to be cliche movies macam intern. Kenapa kata cliche? Sebab tajuk dia workplace simulation. Korang terus ambil je movie intern. The Devil Wears Prada. Alah, semuanya klise. Ambillah Harry Potter. Contoh Harry Potter. Ada tak? Okay, tell me now. In Harry Potter, is there any scene related to work? Tell me. In Harry Potter. Tell me. Ada tak? Ada tak Harry Potter tu? Any scenes related to work? Tell me now. Right in the chat section. Students suka bagi klise movie macam intern lah. Yes, okay. What are the scenes that you can tell me from Harry Potter yang related to work? Ahmad Muaz. Okay, yes, Masyarakat. Okay, tell me what are the scenes? Talk about the scenes yang related to work in Harry Potter. Type the scene. What working related scene in Harry Potter? What are they? Can you write them? Cepat tulis. Kau internet ayah lagi ni. Ke korang dengan Google ni? Okay, cuba tulis what are the scenes in Harry Potter yang related to work? The meeting with Prof. McGonagall? What meeting with Prof. McGonagall? Okay, Harry Potter is set in a school. And semua orang yang kat sekolah tu yang tua-tua adalah cikgu. Cikgu tu lah working punya scene. Apa dia? Contoh headmaster yang cikgu dia. Snape tu cikgu. It's a working punya scene lah. Dia cikgu yang tersangat garang. Related lah to work. Ataupun apa lagi related to work. Dumbledore guru besar. Related to work. Related lah. Dumbledore is a very it's a positive scene yang mana Dumbledore ni caring about his students. Di mana when ada benda jadi, when there was a troll tu, Dumbledore cakap, okay, semua orang kena go here, apa benda semua. Itu semua scene yang related lah. Meeting in the Goblet of Fire scene. Meeting in the, boleh, anything. Sebab it's a school kan. School is work. So all the professors tu are working. So, of course it's related to work. Yeah. And then satu lagi yang pasal when they go to the office yang the Ministry of Magic, kan? When Harry was selected for the Triwizard, is that related to work? Dumbledore and the Ministry of Magic try. It is related to work. Dekat sekolah tu sendiri is work. Cikgu dia yang macam okay, negative scene. Let's take Hagrid. Masa Hagrid jadi the cikgu yang big gigit, bukan gigit, terlanggar sikit si Draco, kan? You can say, okay, this is a negative scene because this is a negative incident sebab apa ni apa nama tu, Hagrid tak perasan that Buckbeak accidentally gigit Draco. It's very dangerous, blah blah blah. We shouldn't do this because kita sebagai cikgu, we shouldn't do this. Or kita sebagai educator, kita sebagai pekerja, we should always be responsible, blah 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 blah. So that's what you should do. You have to extract a negative scene and three negative scenes and 3 positive scenes from a movie yang bukan cliche. I tak nak movie cliche macam The Intern lah, Devil Wears Prada lah. Let me tell you, every semester sudah mesti bagi intern Devil Wears Prada. No. Go away from cliche movies and related to work. Okay? Gringotts bank scene. Yeah, Aisyah. The Office ni lah bosan je nama dia dah lah The Office kan. Kau macam tak, aduh, aku jam betul lah tak tajuk cliche macam tu. Aisyah, I like Gringotts bank scene ni yang mana so many scenes kan. Contoh yang diorang lepaskan what's her name? Siapa yang jahat kenapa? Yang bunuh Sirius Black tu. Bellatrix. Ada inside job tapi boleh lah. Inside job jangan dapat. So okay lah. Yeah, Bellatrix. So ada scene Brooklyn 99 is not cliche. So Bellatrix. Okay. So the example of a negative scene adalah positive scene adalah Bellatrix punya scene tu di mana the bank officer tu di positive because the bank officer begitu bertanya minta identification sampai dia kena pukau. Dia macam kena pukau. I think she kena pukau kan at the end. I think ingat dia kena pukau. Wakanda Forever. But boleh. I tak pernah dapat lagi Wakanda Forever ni. Okay. So go away from cliche. He was under the influence of the Imperial album. Yeah, I think there's so many scenes that we can talk about from movies that are not cliche work related movies. So please go away from movies yang namanya ada tajuk office, namanya tajuk kerja. Horrible Bosses. Kan ada orang bagi kat Horrible Bosses lagi. I never had Horrible Bosses. Kan ada pernah ada. Okay. But yes, go away lah from movie normal. Okay. Deadpool. I like Deadpool. Tapi Deadpool dah ada. So tak nak. Deadpool dah ada dah. Sebab kelakar cerita tu kan. Okay. So, but I love Deadpool. Law and Order. Okay. However, the movie ke, the cartoon, which is SpongeBob SquarePants, ada scene movie, ada scene work kan, okay? The movie, the video, the cartoon, the TV series, apa yang you pilih tu, it has to be English. Dia memang kena English. You can't choose BM punya ke, you can't choose Korean, you can't choose bahasa yang kita dunia, tidak boleh. It has to be an English video. It can either be a movie, it can, kalau movie tu you want to do, contoh Harry Potter, you just want to focus on Harry Potter 1, boleh. You want to go for Harry Potter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10, boleh. You want to just focus on Harry Potter 5 pun boleh. It's up to you. You can choose a video, or you can choose a movie, or you can choose a TV series macam The Suits, or Law and Order out of the blue tu kan, Law and Order zaman Tok Kaduk tu, or you can do contoh Brooklyn 9999 tu, or apa cerita yang tu yang Grey's Anatomy or whatever lah kan, apa yang Glee pun boleh. Okay, or you can even do cartoon, contoh SpongeBob SquarePants. Because SpongeBob SquarePants, people don't realize banyak scene kerja. How about game? No, game tak boleh punya. It has never been done. I don't think you can because dia kata video je. So no, games tu avoid lah. So apa kena question kan? Has to be a video yang I sebut tadi. a cartoon contohnya boleh. Okay, contoh SpongeBob SquarePants. In SpongeBob SquarePants, there's a lot of Secrets of Dumbledore mana keluar lagi Aisyah? Not yet out kan? Ke dah out? Maksudnya? Ke I salah? Dah out Whatever lah. Focus. Okay, you can do, like I was saying, SpongeBob SquarePants. Even in SpongeBob SquarePants pun ada working environment di mana Krusty Krab, dia related to Krusty Krab. 14 April. That's sweet. Itulah distract me. I easily distracted sis. I suka Harry Potter. Buku Harry Potter banyak. Buku nampak tak? Tu sebelah Twilight. Okay. Bagi dulu ke depan sikit. Okay. SpongeBob SquarePants. The scene Plankton pun ada workplace kan, dia pun ada dia punya restaurant yang he's trying to steal Mr. Crab punya secret recipe kan. Si SpongeBob tu positif je kat workplace. Contohnya he's very punctual, he loves his job, very dedicated. So you can choose cartoon, even it has to be an English cartoon, or it can even be a YouTube video. Contohnya if you know ZHC tu, I love the channel tu. ZHC ni, I think because dia buat seni kan. So from a very kosong car, jadi kereta yang penuh bercorak-corak. So I love watching that. Sebab kalau aku buat mesti tak jadi. So you can use any video. Tapi keep in mind, whatever you do, keep in mind that the video that you chose to, that video that you have chosen, it has to be long enough ataupun the content has to be banyak that you will be able to extract 3 negative scenes and 3 positive scenes. Nama official dia adalah critical incident. Tapi it's too long to say. I cepat berbela. Critical incident. So I just say scenes. So you need to take out 3 negative scenes and you need to take out 3 positive scenes. And you will discuss kenapa it's negative, kenapa it's positive. Apa benda lah semua tu. Bagi your recommendation, bagi solution. Kalau dia positif, cakap kenapa it's positive, how you could make it better, how you can suit this to the Malaysian punya society, apa ke kan macam tu. It'll be done live on Google Meet and then you will have to share your screen because you have to have a visual aid. You have to have a PowerPoint presentation or Canva or whatever. But this is very important. The visual aid is very important. So you can tekan share button and you have to have your PowerPoint lah. Presenting. Okay, anak kena nampak muka you, I kena nampak PowerPoint. And then you have to extract video sampai. I will discuss in detail nanti lah kan, nearing to the assessment punya date. But in general, that's it. So nanti, when you get the Google Sheet punya link, what I want you to do adalah, I want you and your partner, you and your pair, to think apa movie yang korang nak, apa video yang korang nak, apa rancangan yang korang nak buat. Can also be a TV show. If you want to tak ada TV show, itu macam talk show. TV show tu, talk show tu saya macam talk show. Can be a talk show, but usually talk show tak ada. Tak sure tak yalah, I tak penting orang buat. Janganlah. I tak tahu. Tak penting. Jangan. Tarik balik. Okay. Right. So you and your partner look at a video, a movie ke, TV series, cartoon, or a series, movie, whatever lah. Video kat YouTube. Okay. You can look at all this and try to find out mana yang korang nak, mana yang korang nak buat, which one would you like to choose, and then once you have decided, you put it in the Google Sheets and then you provide me with the trailer punya link. If I approve, it's okay lah. Kalau I tak approve, you have to tukar. Yes, only one. Katalah you want to do SpongeBob, you can do the whole entire SpongeBob series, SpongeBob series season 1 sampai season 25. If you want to do SpongeBob movie, only focus on SpongeBob movie. Yep, cannot mix and match. You bukan kena cite, you kena discuss, critic. You don't have to do citation. Understood. Okay, it's already 1 hour. I do not want to use more of your data on YouTube. Do you have any questions that you want me to address now? If you do, please type in the chat section. If you don't, you tak dapat fikir apa soalan lagi and you want to ask me kemudian, you can ask dalam WhatsApp group. Okay? Either here or the WhatsApp group. Now, if you don't have any questions and you want to proceed dekat WhatsApp group je kalau teringat soalan ke, I will officially end the class on YouTube to save your internet data. see you dekat WhatsApp if apa-apa. Thank you so much for attending. Okay, yang tak ada soalan tu you can leave, but you must type the word apa nak korang type? Type the word rainbow. Type the word rainbow in the chat section and you can leave. Don't forget your attendance, yeah? Do not forget your attendance. So, for those who doesn't have any question and want to leave because dah sejam dah tak ada guna tak korang sangat, you can type the word rainbow and you can leave. Any questions, please feel free to ask me in the WhatsApp. Okay, bye Shazana, bye Muaz, bye Safa, bye Mawar, bye Zulaika, Sofia, bye Nurin, bye Mira, bye Nuruddin, bye Mawar, bye Nasira, thank you Mawar, bye Alia. Okay, ada pretty rainbow for pretty me. Alah kembang pun kau ayam kembang already ni. Okay, bye everybody and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.